Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, Planes of Fame Museum Airshow program under legal attack. Georgia Airport renamed for the late Ron Alexander. Sun and Fun welcomes Patrouille de France. Hello, I'm Laura Hudson. It's April 5th and this is Airborne Unlimited. Over the last week, information has been disseminated about a lawsuit served on the Planes of Fame Museum and Airshow operation located in Chino, California. Fighting back with limited public disclosure, probably to avoid even further legal repercussions, the Planes of Fame crew has established a petition operation using change.org to seek support as they prepare for a legal hearing on April 20th. The petition effort states a lawsuit has been brought against the Planes of Fame Air Museum by the Yanks Air Museum, Flying Tigers Aviation, SOCAL MRO, and Zangeneh Aeronautics with the sole intent to stop the 25th annual Planes of Fame Airshow at Chino Airport slated for May 6 and 7, 2017. The annual airshow is one of the few remaining events in Southern California where visitors from around the world can enjoy the sights and sounds of aircraft from the golden age of aviation flying overhead. Each year, the airshow attracts thousands of families, aviation enthusiasts, and others who come together to witness rare and historic aircraft, as well as some of the most talented aviators take to the skies. The Planes of Fame Airshow at Chino Airport is considered one of the top 5 airshows in the country. ANN is investigating the matter and will have more to report shortly. But make no mistakes about it, we support the Planes of Fame Air Museum and their annual airshow. The Peach State Airport just west of Williamson, Georgia has been renamed Alexander Memorial Airport in honor of the late Ron Alexander, who was fatally injured in an accident last year. Alexander was aboard a vintage Curtiss JN4D Jenny when it went down shortly after takeoff from the airport. An FAA inspector was also on board the Jenny when it went down. Family, friends, and visitors gathered Saturday, March 25th at the Candler Field Museum for a celebration of Alexander's life. A video he had made about his own life was shown, and a flyby of a formation of 8 World War II vintage T-6 Texan airplanes began the program. Among those gathered to honor Alexander was Clay Hammond, Vice President of the Board of Directors of the old Rhinebeck Aerodrome and Museum in New York State, who announced that Alexander had been awarded their Spirit of the Aerodrome Award. The ceremony ended with 4 Stearman biplanes flying in a missing man formation, a fitting memorial to a man who lived and loved the very best of aviation. After the break, Patrouille de France adds Sun and Fun.
Since 2001, MGL Avionics has produced avionics for experimental and light sport aircraft. The flagship product is the IEFIS, a comprehensive next-generation flight, engine, and navigation instrument designed to meet the demands of the modern pilot. See more at www.mglavionics.com.
Progressive Aerodyne's Sea Ray Adventure offers Rotax 912 power, a basic instrument panel, and radios. Fly it away for under $120,000. Visit searay.com for more details.
Your Cessna 172 or 177 wants a TrueTrack autopilot, and so do many others. Visit TrueTrackAP.com and get your airplane added to the model list. The TrueTrack autopilot at TrueTrackAP.com.
Welcome back. If you have a store suggestion for Airborne Unlimited, Aero-TV, the new AMA drone report, our website or podcast, just email to news-spy@aero-news.net. The Sun and Fun International Fly-In and Expo honored French and United States history on Tuesday, April 4, 2017, as the French national jet team, the Patrouille de France, performed during the airshow. The team provided a seriously energetic show with 9 Alpha jets and 1 A400M airlifter, which are light attack advanced trainer aircraft. Their display involved both formation and solo maneuvers. The team is based at Salon Air Force Base in France. Unfortunately, the team could only perform for 1 day while on the Sun and Fun Expo campus. They haven't performed in the United States since 1986, when they flew over New York City and then performed at Coney Island. They commemorated the Battle of Yorktown by flying over Yorktown Battlefield Monument in Yorktown, Virginia in 2009. The team is appearing in the United States to honor the 100th anniversary of America entering the First World War on April 6, 1917. Their performance during the 43rd Annual Sun and Fun International Fly-In and Expo was one of their few displays in the United States during their 2-month-long tour of the country. ANN had the chance to spend some quality time with a number of the team members, including the team leader, prior to the opening of the show. We will have some in-depth interviews for you shortly. With some 3,000 Aero-TV programs webcast to cyberspace, sometimes it can be fun to look back and enjoy some of the places we've seen, the flyers we've met, and the planes we've flown. Here's a look at one of our favorite Aero-TV classic episodes.
The weather's finally coming up, so we'll cruising. We'll give you some of the do's and don'ts, and we'll introduce the crew, and then we'll go fly.
Our ANN video crew took the opportunity at EAA AirVenture 2016 to capture a lot of video of the commemorative Air Force B-29 named FIFI. Our montage of this airplane includes lots of scenes on the ground, in the air, and on board the airplane. Search Cruising the Super Fortress, ANN rides along with FIFI and the CAF on Aero-TV's news channel. After these messages, Huerta speaks out about aviation's new age.
Concorde's recombinant gas RG series sealed battery technology produces a high-performance battery with the advantages of being pre-tested and fully charged at the factory. Find out more about Concorde's entire line of batteries at www.concordebattery.com. Concorde, the heart of your aircraft.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
Sandia introduces the new SAI 340 Quattro TSO'd airspeed, attitude, altitude, and slip. With integral backup battery, safety never looked so good. See it now at www.sandia.aero.
The dream is real, a truly affordable personal jet aircraft. The Subsonics Personal Jet Kit is priced at only $42,000. Kit plus engine is still under $100K. Add instruments, upholstery, and paint and you're flying. It's time to put your money where your bucket list is. Learn more at sonicsaircraft.com.
Welcome back. With so much news coming out of the aviation industry, we're summarizing some other interesting stories in a brief segment we call Around the Patch. FAA Administrator Michael Huerta opened the FAA UAS Symposium, saying the unmanned aircraft era is the new age of American aviation. Huerta touched on the many of the agency's efforts to integrate unmanned aircraft into the National Airspace System, including Part 107, the Drone Registration Database, the Before You Fly app, and their No Drone Zone public education campaign. But I'm going to say something that's likely to give my colleagues heartburn. This was the easy stuff, Huerta said. The PC-12NG is now approved for commercial operations in Europe and has been in successful commercial use for years in other parts of the world. Single-engine turbine aircraft were approved for commercial operations in Europe on March 1, 2017. This means that PC-12 can now be operated commercially at night and under instrument flight rules across all 32 EASA member states. The government of Pakistan has signed a new order for an undisclosed number of additional Augusta-Westland AW-139 intermediate twin-engine helicopters. The aircraft will be used to perform utility search and rescue and EMS operations across the nation. Deliveries are expected to start in early 2018. Arizona State University has unveiled a new series of open digital lessons and simulations designed to teach science through the exploration of space. Powered by NASA content and Smart Sparrow's pioneering adaptive learning technology, Infiniscope is now available for free to educators, museum and science program administrators, parents and students, and curious learners. The Eagles of Strike Fighter Squadron 115 have completed the Strike Fighter Advanced Readiness Program training syllabus at NAS Fallon, Nevada. SFARP is a unit-level training program intended to maximize the technical proficiency of strike fighter aircrews across the full spectrum of FA-18 mission sets by using academic lectures, simulator events, and tactical training sorties. Well, that's it for today's trip around the patch. Now let's move on to the rest of the news. 10 months after the first flight of the E190-E2, Embraer has performed the inaugural flight of another member of the E2 family ahead of schedule. On Wednesday, the E195-E2, the largest aircraft of the family, took off for the first time. The flight, originally scheduled for the second half of the year, happened just 3 weeks after the rollout. The E195-E2 departed at 11:22 a.m. local time from Embraer's facility São José de Campos, Brazil, and flew for 2 hours, staffed by pilots Mauricio Brizola Jordan and José Willy Perk, as well as flight engineers Celso Braga de Mendoza and Mario Ito. The flight crew evaluated aircraft performance, flight quality, and systems behavior, such as autopilot, fly-by-wire in direct mode, and the landing gear retraction. Embraer will use 2 aircraft for the E195-E2 certification campaign. The E195-E2 will enter into service in the first half of 2019. The E2 has accrued 275 firm orders, being 90 for the E195-E2, in addition to 415 options, purchase rights, and letters of intent, totaling 690 commitments from airline customers and leasing companies. Well, that's our program for today. Remember that Airborne Unlimited is streamed daily, Monday through Friday, with additional breaking news bulletins for important stories that fall outside of our normal deadlines. If you're watching us on YouTube, please subscribe, and do check us out on Facebook and Twitter. Get comprehensive, real-time, 24/7 coverage of the latest aviation and aerospace stories anytime at aero-news.net. See you tomorrow.